So it's not that you don't lead with your heart, and it's not that you don't think about things logically and analyze, is this the right choice? Is this the right fit? The issue is you don't trust your body. You feel the connection, the desire towards somebody. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm into them. Maybe I love them. And logically you think, okay, these things check my boxes. This is their history. Maybe we could make it work. But your body is screaming, this isn't healthy. You feel anxious. You don't feel met. You feel like you're stifling your expression. You're trying to say the right thing, not be too much, not be too little, trying to get him to like you. You feel this tension in here, and it's not butterfly chemistry, it's anxiety. But you don't listen to that because you tell yourself, well, my heart wants him. And logically, I think it can make sense. This is the issue that so many highly intelligent women run into when they're dating. They've been to years of therapy. They understand themselves and their patterns. They know that they have so much to offer in a relationship, but then when they start dating, they keep trusting their heart and their head, but not their body. And that is the disconnect. They can analyze and rationalize bad behavior from a place of compassion. You love him, you understand psychology, so, I could fix him, I can save him, he can grow, and here are all the ways that I can do that. But then my body feels so anxious. But you know what? Don't worry about any of that. My body, she'll get on board at some point. What information does body even give? This is why it's so important for really high-achieving, intelligent women to reconnect with their feminine energy, because when you start leading from your empowered feminine energy, you won't be able to make any decision that does not feel good in your body. That should be your barometer. How do I feel? How does my nervous system feel? How relaxed am I? How safe am I? When you are dating, you should feel safe and relaxed and seen and loved when you're with that person and when you're not with them, okay? And there's a tiny little caveat here is if you haven't done your healing work and you know that you are pretty anxiously attached and really seek validation and struggle with self-worth, which I know you can identify all those things because of your years of therapy. If you know that, then it can be really hard to trust the signals your body's giving you. It can feel really murky, like, wait, is this me and my anxiety? And you'll get in your head about it. The first thing to do to start getting clear on this and to start using your body as the tool that it is for you as the feminine is doing that emotional healing work so that it feels very clear and grounded. So you're no longer experiencing the world and men and dating and relationships through the projection and the filter of your past pain and past hurts. One of my past clients, we'll call her Client A, had a very successful career, beautiful life, friendships, fit, all the things, highly intelligent, and was with a narcissist for 5 years, and she couldn't get out. And so she hired me. We worked together for, I think, 6 months to help her get out of this situation and heal from it and come into her empowered feminine energy. And she could rationalize all of his behavior and tell me the root of it because she's a smart girl. But what she couldn't do was trust her own feelings. What she couldn't do was lean into her body and attune to how am I feeling with this person and without this person, and how do I feel in our interactions, because her head was always taking over, justifying. So one of the first things that we did was start to identify very clearly, what does narcissism look like? What does covert abuse look like? What are manipulation tactics that these types of people will use in conversation and in early dating relationships and even 5 years down the line? So she could see it clearly and it could make sense to her head. And then we dealt with the heart pieces that were really attached to him and his potential and who he could be. And throughout that whole process, we did a lot of feminine embodiment work, which are practices I teach inside of my Soft and Secure program and in private coaching, as well as we did the somatic-based healing work to start healing her anxious attachment, her fears of abandonment, her fears of rejection. I use specific methods in my coaching for somatic release work, but I'm sure you can find a bunch of things you want to. And over time, she became more secure. She trusted herself more. She saw the signs and felt them in her body now. She felt validated because these two things became congruent as she began to drop into her body. She eventually left that partner with confidence and a good knowingness that I made the right choice. And then when she got out there and started dating again, she was like, Bree, it is an entirely different population of men coming toward me. It's shocking me. Healthy, empowered, masculine, pursuing me, consistent. What has happened? And the reality is when you shift your energy, who you attract and allow in dating changes with you, which is exactly what she experienced. She shortly after met her now partner. They've been together about a year. They just moved in together, very happy and in love. So if this is something that you're struggling with and you're like, you're literally speaking right to me, this is exactly what I've been going through, and you just gave words to it, follow me over on Instagram. I do daily stories on things like this truly every day. And if you want more formal support, fill out an application and let's talk about how we can walk this path together and get you back lined up again so you can start attracting healthier partners.